quite have the second half in them.
I'm going to go with no. I don't think there's a single map in the pool where Grayhound are favored over Liquid. Right? That really sets how stark of the contrast this is here. But in terms of being able to put up a better fight, I think the fight on Anubis was good. It was the lack of rounds converted, some of them highlighted by the Mahone zone and the desk, to really show you just how troublesome some of these scenarios are. And it's this experience factor that is a big difference here, as it looks like they're about to find themselves into another trap.
I think the mind games have started already. Yekindar hit them with a HF late. It's a late HF. They can't reply. They've got a round to play. It's cheeky.
Silent boost.
So no...
It's okay.
No one heard it. I had a sentence, though. No sound has been... Oh, well, there has been some. Okay, so smoke to be lined up. Alistair's going to be throwing that one out for the final flourish.
It's a classic waterfall.
Here.
Yeah, this
Everyone's here.
So problematic. Elige has a smoke. oSee has a Molotov.
I think they did their homework.
Liquid probably have the pistol.
Smoke down. Elige can play around. And Naf not been cleared once. Oh, no. Grayhound destroyed upon entry. All of those jewels going their way. It's a great one back from Alistair as he tries to get the bomb and loses his life in the process. Same could be said for INS. Been to the future. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And INS doesn't win this round. Elige confirms our suspicions. Gets himself a double. And Naf and Elige going to be, problem.
But we've highlighted this in the first. We'll highlight it again right now. Individually speaking, I think Liquid would think pound for pound, they're better players across the board here. Grayhound's job is to earn that respect, and by losing all the number advantage situations, you start to lose some of that respect that they could have garnered.
Yeah, and Liquid setups are going to be chopping and changing religiously. Allowed step from Vexite going to be relayed.
I love this mid hold. Like,
where?
Playing top mid. So a lot of teams, when they lose banana, what they'll do is they'll just go into getting top mid control, which normally exists of a long smoke and a porch molly. But the waterfall, our apps, could be aptly timed here.
Punny. Here they come. Elige smoked around himself.
Good info.
Yeah, this is the duel. This is the duel. INS and Vexite successful. Elige and oSee a rebuttal. And it's Vexite. A triple into the A site. It had to be someone. And Vexite's the one to step up to the plate and knock Liquid down a peg.
That Vexite second, actually third, must have been an absolute barn burner right there. A bit of a specky as Naf will be holding on to this one for the save. As soon as they get that smoke on the porch side, they know that it's a heavy mid setup, right? That there's at least 1 to 2 players locking down that mid control. So actually a really good round there. I'm just saying how much I like the Liquid setup. Well, finding the path of least resistance there was Grayhound. So getting on the board early, not letting it get too out of hand. And this is what I'm talking about. The fact that they can be competitive here in the third round is key. And once more, we have to monitor these break points for Grayhound. So they've been able to accrue this. They need to win another against a full gun round from Liquid. And then after that, it comes down to Grayhound being able to deal with the broken Liquid, right? The team that's going to have a couple of saved guns, which we saw was also a trouble. Remember that NAF 3K from the Ivy position on Beyond Anubis, right? So if rounds like that happen, they're in a whole lot of... Just a 2-3 split of Team Liquid's defenses right here. Yekindar and NAF, the pairing over towards B. Going to be put under pressure here quite early. Molotovs exchanged and extinguished there, and that is actually going to be a T smoke to try and force for some of this banana control. The jump spot, Yekindar will see the site banana laden with flames. They're not even close to that. And know that they likely have it under their remit here. So Naf and Yekindar happy to loiter top banana behind the smoke. And Grayhound haven't earned any respect on this side of the map so far. Spam damage done to oSee there. So Liazz playing some tricky games. Again, he had a good showing on Anubis. The most experienced member has to get a lot done. Look at this little bait and switch setup, so cheeky. Yekindar in front of the half wall. Naf's presence will likely bait them in for a lazy clear. So how aware are sico and INS? Alistair with the flash at the ready.
This is such a powerful spot from Yekindar as well. Save from the flash, and you know as soon as they catch a glimpse, he's jumping half wall. You're going to start that wide swing, a lazy clear as you've framed it. So far, INS is on his way, destined for death. And it's Yekindar that profits. Liquid that profit. Vexite's walking through that smoke rather aggressively. The util's in the air, and Elige will concede. You have vision. Oh, he's lost his head. Lovely find from Vexite. So they level the odds, and they're going on this. There's 3 here from Liquid. Make it 2 as Vexite. He builds a double out of that. Finally now pushing the smoke, pushing the issue. They know Nitro's there, and Liazz has laid him to rest. That's a plant. Yekindar, he's coming for this one. Good idea as to where Alistair has planted. Liazz round the world to worry about short. Alistair doesn't need to do too much, doesn't need to overcook it. He's alive somehow. 4 HP on it, and he's already got a good idea as to where Liazz is coming from. A jiggle, nothing to report. Now it's Liazz. A quick response. A valiant attempt from Yekindar, but there you go. A second round in a row. Yeah, Yekindar's trying to be a hero. You know, we talked about it. We've understood. He will be taking a couple of gambles, and he's hoping to catch them on that mantle in. Might go further and push the issue.
The sound cue's being made. Liazz needs to be careful here. Yekindar could have a peek at any moment. It actually looks straight into the sun right there as Naf is just attempting to block B. Now, because Yekindar has been able to stay in the window for so long, it's forced this rotation, looking to set up the boost, so in towards the stack. But remember, this type of buy, Grayhound still should walk over it regardless of the bodies on the site here.
Yeah, pushing smokes against what is unknown. Shouldn't go wrong and hasn't. Grayhound, they handle the formality well. Not too much sweat on the palms, not too much stress on the brain. You got yourself that third, and you've done so cleanly. So mission accomplished in that respect.
I wonder if the Fluxo game has filled Grayhound with a little bit of confidence coming into this one here. I remember that Liquid matchup. This went all the way. We thought we could have been losing Liquid to the Brazilians. I'll just remind everybody how that series went down. It was a nuke pick from Fluxo. They won that 16-11. And then they moved on to Inferno, where they actually were in a pretty good position to try and claw the game back, but ended up losing 16-14. And I went to the third, where Liquid eventually took care of business, 16-13 on Ancient, and that was just to keep themselves alive as Yekindar. Well, I don't think he will be exactly that. Sico will finish him off, and all 5 staying alive. A perfect one right there.
It's 3 with aggression towards Banana. Just a full barrage of every nade in the book, and yeah, more mollies on the way. That trajectory forces a decision. You either get trapped or you concede.
I like some of the details there, though. They're aware of Yekindar's hyper-aggression. Banana trying to punish him. We saw the same thing on Anubis on their T side. Trying to deal with him over towards the dark position. And I think they feel that that is enough for them to have bought space in Banana here. It's not confirmed, but you can see the rotation it's forced from oSee. This passive setup from Elige and Nitro. And traditionally on the CT side, this is one of the worst places you find yourself in, completely in the dark. No Banana info, no top mid info. Without either, it means that they're going to have to hope that their individuals can multi-frag. But we return to the fact that they are the favorites here and better individuals. And that's kind of the difference. You can play this style of Counter-Strike.
And they do get that info and immediately will start dumping util. Hoping Naf summons oSee. And he is starting to maneuver towards B.
Double
so
pit
it is
setup.
just the 2 of them. And there's 2-man pit setup. You know it's Elige, you know it's Nitro. Spots 1. Nitro.
Need the trade.
He's got so much pressure on his shoulders, and he will still deliver. Where is that trade? Sico. No, he's gone down on oSee. Couldn't finish the job. Somehow, Nitro is still alive. And Grayhound a fumble. Second smoke recovered. Nitro will try and peek around at a missed shot from that AWP. Alistair and INS trying to get in. And it's one very important shot. They need to get that bomb. And look how easy it should be. Nitro's still alive. He's won the round for Liquid. A quad kill from the pit position. In the absence of Elige, it's Nitro.
In that round. That should never be happening here. So they've been able to sneak out and get that initial kill. No trade. They've been giving him so much time here, knowing it's a double pit setup. And if they believed that the B fake was going to work, then they should have had faith that it was just that one player in the pit. That can't be happening, but it has. And
oh, look what it's done to them. It's left them in a awkward one. It's teetering for both teams. It's a balancing act. What has happened? Sure, there's pace on it. Nitro forced into a defensive corner, forces the utility out of Liquid early. Look at this, the cavalry's coming. The whole squad galloping over towards the A site after kicking up such a fuss at the fact that he's caught short in the first 20 seconds. It's forced Liquid into a little bit of uncertainty for a moment. They left B wide open. Naf's been demanded to go and regain control. No one there.
And oSee's clearing brackets right now. So the question is, well, where have they gotten off to? This means that Naf will feel like he's under a bit of scrutiny. He does have a smoke and a molly, and I didn't just drop it off of that info. I thought maybe he'd lob it out immediately as Alistair's gone back to spawn and grabbed them an extra smoke. They've actually done banana retake util, so Liquid are handling this very well.
Yeah, they definitely seem switched on today. We've seen North American teams in major history go 0-2 and then go on to do the impossible.
Into the AWP.
oSee, he's let it go. Being run on down into Liazz. Nitro surely can't get more done. It's Elige this time in combination. Nitro's FAMAS gets 3. Could be another 4K. He's pulled it out again. Liazz not brave enough with the 4 HP. Ins covered. Oh, adjusts. Does get traded. And Liazz doesn't have the health for this. Heard, spotted, and executed. Nitro does do it again.
Pull them apart in 2 rounds.
2, 3,
yeah, right. And obviously the call of the round has something to do with the weapons that are available, the fights that are coming their way. But the fact that Nitro has been able to do that in back-to-back rounds right now is very concerning. As through the flash, Yekindar will take down sico.
That was the AK. Yeah.
Thank you very much, he says.
Wow, Yekindar was full blind on that as well. So a little bit of an intervention from a higher power.
Look at what they're getting away with, right? You can just see how scrappy and discombobulated this is from Grayhound. There's more dinks, but Yekindar's not afraid. Will lose his life, but oSee and NAF are here to mop this one up, and 1 to 5 behind the half wall. There you have it. 5 to 3.
All-in maneuvers off the rip.
Yeah, you definitely have to be poppy in some regards,
Yeah.
but you're right. In terms of it being the only thing to go to, we need to see some more well put together pieces, and that has actually burnt oSee down significantly. Now, unconfirmed damage, but look at this setup right now over towards second mid. You can see this up in towards Boiler Room. You've also got the 2 players waiting for Liazz on the crawl. So there's a lot of info, right? They're not jumping up Boiler. They're not taking mid control. We don't hear any steps, and that can put the Banana players on high alert. So Vexite might have company soon, and Liazz as well.
Vexite's been hit with a warning shot. Nade. Oh, bang on the money. But Liazz catches Nitro's aggression.
Feels like a worthy trade, especially considering oSee getting burnt down and Yekindar quite low here. But how much do Grayhound know about that, as AWP shot will ring out? So confirmation of position. And Nitro, the player that's plagued them in the pit, in a grave of his own here. If they head back towards A, this is a big if, and they can deal with Elige, who is their problem maker, considering he still has a smoke and a molly available here to block them.
This is still the if, isn't it?
Yeah. The gamble call from Yekindar, you understand it. It's Inferno. He's pendulum swinging back and forth between the sides as that long smoke hits the deck. NAF calls Banana clear. The info gathering from Liquid is sublime.
Yeah, they know. They know. Always aware. And Yekindar distracts. Come on, trade onto Elige. He still gets the double, triple. That is brutal. And Elige hanging on short by 12 HP, but a quad kill every time from that pit position.
Right, you're talking about trade potential needs to be there. He gets away with a freebie, it gets calmed out, he drops towards the pit, the second player takes the fight, then the third, look how easy it is. So easy for Elige to take those fights. He thinks he's playing a little bit of crossfire right there, promoting his products.
But it is, I mean, Grayhound, they do almost look, you know, like a team that you can bait with those sound cues. They will react to the call instantaneously, and all of them. Yekindar, that's not too bad for the MP9 at range.
Yeah, I think Grayhound might have to put trading on the top of the list here for something that needs to be worked upon, because a lot of these scenarios, upper echelon teams, not even that, teams in the next stage of competition, they're trading much more efficient than what we're seeing here. An opportunity. Flashed into it. Oh, and blind. There you go. Another multi from Elige here. Just starting to farm now, and I'm sure that confidence building because...
A little too well. oSee does brave the flames and the nade, and yeah, significant damage dealt to the AWPer. Maybe Liazz can finish off what that utility did start. That shot from Elige all the way down towards Alistair's position. He's got him low, and yeah, Liazz not ready for oSee. So Liquid will leave with the lead in the round. A couple more nades to be scooped up and delay this banana crawl, and there is a distinct feeling in the air around this map. It does feel like it's already slipping through the fingers of Grayhound Gaming.
The problem is as well, right, when you do start in matches like this, something that you would love to be able to do as an underdog team is get in a few cheeky rounds that would condition a team, and then you can use those patterns to call throughout, but that's not really how top-tier Counter-Strike is played. A good flash.
Good util. Yeah, that's actually forced oSee into a defensive line. Don't forget he is low. If he gets anything more, After taking down Liazz, they disrespect the flames. sico hungry, they just want to frag, they just want to kill. And oSee, he's dancing with them, doing the tango. As Naf will finish off Alistair, jumping through the smoke. They call that one the Grayhound.
But look how all in it is as well.
Every time.
Right? It's so all in.
There's a molly. Go, go,
This
go.
time wasn't an issue. In other rounds, that may be a conversation, but I can't make an excuse for this.
Players like oSee, players, you know, in the higher echelons are going to take that and run with it.
Well, things are going
couldn't believe his luck.
Things are going as everybody expected, I think. We're not getting the surprise upset that I think a lot of people, especially the Australians and New Zealanders staying awake at home, were hoping for here. I know that a lot of these guys have their parents very big supporters. Sure, they'll be watching right now. And well, I think it goes without saying, but max loss bonus in play here. Saved AK. Vexite will upgrade into an AK. Banana top pressure.
Nice find. There is an opener. INS provides, and that's his second opening kill. Can they make it into their fourth round?
It's their fourth opening kill overall. Actually, make it their fifth opening kill on this T side, so that's actually not too bad.
But as a wise man said, it's trading. You can get the opening kill. Liquid so quick to rectify, and that one came easy. Vexite just crab walks his hip into oSee's scope. And now posted up on long, doing his due diligence. It's a 2-2 split of Liquid's defense.
This is a round where I would have liked them to group up and then try and explode and have the rifles at the back of the pack to trade, because it's a round where you have primarily pistols and you want to use the light investment of Vexite, which is now down, but he went first. 40 seconds on the clock. Bomb top mid. Long pressure. Elige shooting gallery once more.
Not going to be too easy here.
Tap, tap, tap away, I reckon.
Probably not ready for that. Boosted it. Okay, I tell a lie. More than prepared. But Liazz, he's trying to keep him on B. oSee's cleared out brackets again and all too comfortable onto sico. No, he didn't see the bomb. Maybe
Liazz needs to push in and die or save this M4. One of the two. Make the decision quickly, boys. You got 14 seconds left.
Alistair 10. And does find death. And then watching that Fluxo game, you know, I can understand why doubt was rife.
This is the course correction they were hoping for, indeed. Probably one of the few full gun rounds we'll see for Grayhound in the remainder of this second half here.
Hello, Yekindar. You're really taking the mickey now. He was going for the Aggie push with a white screen. sico will put him in his place.
Okay, a number advantage.
Said that one before.
Liquid's getting excited about this one, aren't they? They know exactly how this one's going to be fumbled. As the push comes through, here he comes, Naf with the AWP Overwatch. And, well, simple. No trade possible, as oSee will be the one to double up off the back of it and looking for more.
Vexite, next victim. Good util. Too many bodies on this site. Never a favorable exchange for the Grayhound boys. Looking for 4. Into the site now. Vexite looking to make space. Dancing around the pillar as a double spray with backs turned. It all falls into place for Liquid as a wry smile will creep onto their face. They can almost feel it. That legend stage.
Besides the nuke blowout that Monty were able to accrue at, there's a bit of excitement in that one, tussling for it right here. Game of Legion versus Fours was actually 2 close maps, 16-12, 16-13. And this here might be the biggest blowout series of the day. But I think on paper it was also the biggest disparity between the top and the bottom regarding these teams. Nice nade. Vexite cops a little lick of damage there.
So many bodies here. 4 again in the right place at the right time. And with the right intentions, you can see Yekindar wants to delay them with that smoke, wants to try and get it out. And opts not to. Respects the molly.
Scope's been hurt.
And oSee's been clearing mid brackets. Yeah, here it comes again. They were there. But as he rounds the corner, no one's there. Vexite might catch an opportunity. Oh, but covered. Teamwork. And now Liquid's dream is on its way. Rotation through. A little slow on this one.
And a molly.
Yeah, and he's going to be getting it down. You can see the lineup coming in now. Just as they're committing. Maybe it's a late. It is. Yekindar tries to hold them at bay, but the bullets do the talking. Naf, Yekindar, Elige are practically reading out the roster at this point. As everyone contributes, it will be Yekindar to find the final frag for 11. And understandably so. You know, you can dismiss Anubis. It was a close one with some really like brutal losses at those break points. But here,
hasn't felt close at all.
Hasn't felt close at all.
No, and I don't think they've earned themselves anywhere near a big enough buffer. 11-4, all that's available. Consolation going into that halftime break.
You've noticed as well, like Nitro's been doing a lot of util early in the apartments. We first saw that nade incendiary combo bedroom. Now he gets that deep smoke.
But look at that. Look at Banana. There's full info on Banana, right? Yekindar, thank you very much, Chev. You're doing a fantastic job. As always. There's absolutely no reason not to be blocking A because it physically can't be B. So you would use everything you have to block them at A for as long as you can.
And then you got someone like INS who's probably tasked with taking a little bit of a containment towards that Banana push. But the info's there.
They've been read like a book this entire half. You can just see the rotations on point here. Liquid had no issues. I'm sure they'll have no issues here as well.
Yeah, that's a lovely start. Nitro securing it for the boys as Liquid just trotting in this final round towards 12. It is very horrible scenes for Grayhound fans around the world as Liquid, they know 12 is plenty and they'll be finishing it off in the next half of play. On the other side of things, Australia's hopes and dreams, it's Grayhound, and have not been able to keep up with the individuals of Liquid. This is their map pick.
They're just going to go out apps. They're so noisy. Look at the odds. 1-20. Holy moly.
Okay, well, there's 4 here. A headshot from Liazz would be nice, but look at the movement. Great shot. Does combine with Vexite as he taps another head. It's 2 dead. Nitro back and fighting as there you see the USPs connecting.
Completely given up hope just yet, have they? It was a little bit messy on the way out. Good movement there from oSee on the entry. But Liazz course corrects Vexite as well. A couple of pot shots at opponents not looking his way. So they do take care of business. Never fun at all, but at least, and I don't want to speak too soon, they should get this conversion. There was no plant, which means Liquid aren't going to buy in the box. They're pesky and a triple nade from sico. Okay, that's not too bad, is it? Classy one. Top spin from the New Zealander. The comeback story.
Get off of that story right now. Let's just watch it. Let's just simply observe. It's Liquid's first gun round.
Hello now.
I'm not sure. He's just a little horn dog.
We're happy to give away some gifts here, is he? I'm sure Grayhound will take anything that he's offering.
Going back to spawn, he wants to try again. He wants to start again, you know? Like, okay, can I have 100 HP, please? Yep, thank you. They did leave the bomb in spawn. He'll go get that, and it looks like it'll probably be his job for the rest of this one, considering.
So lots of util Banana here to make sure with that second wave, INS can contain some Banana control.
Where are they going? I guess they're happy to let that INS just jump for info and he'll summon
It's still early, right? So INS is going to block with another smoke, and unless he's forced off the line, they can keep 4 towards A. So this is where we go through the standard flow of a map like Inferno. Teams battling for key pieces of map control. So Liquid will now take the top mid, but think about how easy Liquid read Grayhound. Let's see if the same situation manifests here. Nope.
That's brutal. Oh, good damage. Maybe Elige. Flash. Vexite jumps straight past him. He doesn't know Nitro's on the other side of the smoke. And now with his back turned, he's eliminated. Advantage for Liquid and extended by Nafly. Liazz in the pit doesn't even get a chance to pull the trigger.
Do you know how bad that is for Alistair? So in that situation, you get the HE from pit, I believe it was, from Liazz, and then Alistair was picking off the back of that, but picked while the black smoke was still up. So when he went behind it, he didn't even see the player.
That is tough.
They're all good in the hood. 4 stand alive here and back into the winning ways for Liquid. So just 3 more rounds right now. Not good, as it will be a deep mid smoke with 3 players starting over towards Banana. Alistair's AWP is out. And Alistair's been having a rough go of things. Only 3 kills to his name. Only 5 for INS. They're 2 of the names that you need to see. Hitting heavy as flashed and spammed down. Alistair with the furious smoke goes for a pick and even a second. So using both angles of this extinguished to his advantage and will connect onto Yekindar for the follow-up. So at least something there for Alistair to work with.
Yeah, I can understand his stubbornness, you know, considering how much he put into that, sprayed, naded, sticks around for the frag. See if Vexite and Liazz pit setup can be as successful as Naf and Elige, or excuse me, Nitro and Elige. Naf is the one coming for them. Nothing to report on their mid look. And returning to just test the waters of Banana.
If they just group up and B execute, they're going to win this round. Without a doubt in my mind here, because of the low HP of Alistair, they have smokes for coffins and CT. Their flashes will probably be immaculate here. There's no smoke to block out the B site. oSee will telegraph the banana control here with the sandbag Molotov, and he's even going to lob out a smoke for good measure. But as I said, it's not going to bait anything. The bomb's being picked up, and they will head back towards A. And Naf has been, in this position the entire time as Vexite walks in for info. Now the double nades. What? Thank you very much. Liazz chunked on down, and they have a pretty good idea he's here.
Oh, they know where INS is too. Locked and loaded. Liquid running towards 14. As easy as it comes.
As any belief or any hope that was left, I think it's just a thin veil to the reality that is a Liquid 2-0 and a Liquid Legend spot returning to where they belong. It has been a hard-fought battle, and I don't think anybody's going to be too impressed with the route to get there. But that's not the conversation.
Exclusively on Blast TV.
Counter-Strickle is on there. They've got all the articles and stuff if people are looking to keep up with all the news around the Blast TV Paris Major. And here we go, one of the last-ditch attempts. Just 2 more rounds for Liquid now. Not a whole lot of hype on this one, not a whole lot of sauce on the hot dog, but North American fans can be sighing a sigh of relief right now as sico will get a double in banana, sure, but what does that really mean?
Well, Chad, after everything you've been saying, let's see how they can make this uncomfortable for themselves. A 2-man advantage. Win probability through the roof as that spam does actually tickle the toes of Liazz. Up on Rops. Great angle, great setup. Gap long side, of course, held now as sico extends his 3rd frag. And we push through banana to confirm bomb stairs. Now,
dead.
that's a dead AWP. It's a nasty one to concede, but an immediate trade. So Elige, with a full 60 seconds and 4 opponents. Liazz, did do damage. Nice work from him. So 80 inflicted. It will just soften him up for that Vexite dig. Needed it. Let's see what he can do with it. 3 coming fast. Alistair's going to be set up for this.
Can't miss.
What a damage.
They heard the scope, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, right, so... It's horrific. It makes me sick to my stomach. Vexite has to save him, but Nitro's got the AWP now. And I think, that scope sound just marks the end of this one. At least the round for sure.
You just saw them hightail straight back. HE flash, round over 15 secured, and a
Perfect.
2v3 A retake.
Dude, the
Look at Yekindar. Watch this.
He hits that, you reckon?
Oh, he's the one-tap. Special. Oh, okay, long-range spam. Quite the opposite of a one-tap.
Equally as beautiful to watch. And sico.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah,
you should
fun.
save, but do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter.
Yekindar's already trying to find him on that B site. Oh, Naf. I think he caught a whiff of him.
Yeah, he did. He spotted him.
He's a-coming. Just looking to take everything away from Grayhound here. Naf will find him at least, but it's sico to hold on to that AK-47.
I don't think the news gets down under, so Grayhound powerless here.
Yekindar on the warpath, looking to close. Will round 22 be the last Grayhound play here in Paris? Long way from home, but Liquid looking to send them back.
Only 2 players on A here.
Yeah, Naf looking to strike in unison with Nitro and Elige from this long side. All that space in the world. Hiding in the smoke is Alistair and INS to support, but here they go. Distraction. Alistair slinks through, uses the opportunity to get into the site, but now in the sights of Naf, and perfect work from Nafly. Liazz, good one on the dig. Vexite stubborn with the M4. Good trades. They get into the site with the advantage, and oSee and Yekindar still cooking up a trouble. Looking for answers. Liazz hits it.
Thought oSee had him.
So did I. So the bomb at Yekindar's fingertips now. And with 30 seconds left, it's likely he's going to have to just take these fights, take this 1v2. I say as he's going to be heard. INS reporting that he is pegging it. Charging straight to... Oh, yeah, does that misinformation flow? It's INS. Good response. Yekindar, he gave it a good go, trying to exploit.
Work on whatever they can here. A deep HE. And we'll soften up Yekindar.
Hasn't stopped him before. And with that smoke and flash combination, you'd think Bananas there's chipped away, finally put away. sico takes out Yekindar. More pressure mounting. Doesn't have to stay committed to this, but sico wants another fight. The flash too good. He's going to get run on down. Elige doesn't choose to round the corner. No info on what awaits, and it forces out a smoke. So in some sense, Liquid will be happy with that, but still, consider the loss of Yekindar and the weapons that they've got for the rest of them.
Their only info gatherer was Alistair there, and he has just dipped over towards spawn to be a util donation service. So the mid-info that he had is gone. As he returns, it's a bit more of a black box. And I think in his timer, he thinks that they would have signaled that they're here, and they have with util. Alistair steps out with an MP9, confirms information.
Good flash as well, just to ensure gets that information safely.
Doesn't have to be the commit from Liquid here. Still time to double back.
Yeah, confirmation of presence long. Apps everywhere. Like a rash, Liquid start to enclose upon their prey. And off the flashes, Vexite goes aggressive and does deliver, but still immediately no response. Nitro will round for the trade. Good from Liazz. And limited resources for the rest of them. What's NAF to do with just the Mac 10?
The other one that I forgot.
Better late than never. Certainly one to keep our eyes on, but...
willfully hoping that that is true.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a romantic bone in my body, but...
everyone loves a good underdog story as well.
Grayhound.
I suppose that could be Liquid's in the next stage of play as they go up against all the other Tier 1 teams. Maybe they won't be the favorites in every single matchup they've played like it has been throughout this Challenger stage.
Yeah, that's true too.
You look at their run, right?
Yeah, can you reiterate? It was Fluxo, Cole...
That's the best of threes.
Yeah.
They lost to Apex and they lost to fours. And then, oh, here we go. Will Liquid close this out? Have your say. Blast.tv.
Thank you. Yeah, important.
Let us know what you're thinking at home. Make sure your vote counts.
Okay, Vexite. One, and it's a spray into the second as well. He did damage, and it should just set up Liazz for the silver platter finish. 1-2, and not quite number 3. 16 HP though, Alistair. He's got information that he hasn't advanced into the A site. sico's got his wrap back brackets, so the only blind spot is to whether or not he's slinked towards the B site through that arch. Hoping they give him a fight. Alistair on the jiggle. Next one should be successful, and there you have it. Early lean B from the CT. Oh, Elige had a gap he could have worked on. Vexite throws out a nade and does chunk away at NAF.
He's going to get a rude shock on this A site here. Look at this pathing.
And just upon the fade as well. He's just left it. Now they'll smoke it. Are they going for it? Yeah, Vexite's got to be careful around that smoke. He could have mollied Arch. He chose not to. He's hearing a lot of bodies here. The whole Liquid squad is here. On the other side of that smoke, a second layer of it upon the fade. Vexite's going to be sitting duck.
Seen this one before.
We have. Oh, perfect. Elige can't believe his luck. Right on the money with his crosshair placement.
Just Liazz here. The rest are rotating in.
Can he have his moment in the sun? In the pit position. He's going to get run at. Naflight down. Chasing him from every elevation, every angle. Liazz just needs one more. Nitro does not allow it. And now Grayhound. Surely this is where it all ends. INS doesn't seem to think so. That bomb is going down. The presence from Alistair in that pit position gives a little hope. A little inkling of something. Smoke on INS could perhaps draw attention. Alistair doesn't want to be the first one to make the move. That's the attraction towards long side. And the flashes make it clear. That's the push. They need one now. oSee does deny, and it's running out of time, running light of everything. Grayhound eliminated. And Liquid, they do survive back to back to back best of threes to keep their head above water. They will advance to the Legend stage.